Welcome to News Now Alberta. This is Special Ed. Well, they did it again. Cops attacked and tased man having a seizure. This time they knew he was having a seizure. Witness said he was having a seizure, and the cops said themselves he was having a seizure.
New at 10, a man sued the city of Hercules today, saying he was wrongfully tased by police and pulled from a car after he suffered a seizure and crashed. As KTVU crime reporter Henry Lee explains, this lawsuit says while the crash itself caused no injuries, those officers left him bloodied and ignored their training.
Let's go. Let's get out of the car.
You're going to get tased.
You're about to get tased, dude.
We want to help you, but do not fight us. You will get ripped out of this car.
Yes, sir.
We're not playing you,
Get out
so
of the car.
get the up.
Body camera video shows Hercules police swearing at and trying to force Jack Bruce out of his crashed Toyota as he's recovering from his first ever seizure. Moments later, Officer Angel Garcia tases him.
Ow! Get out of the car!
He's tased again and again. Bruce howls in pain. He emerges bloodied.
No memory. The only thing I remember is the video of seeing it.
Bruce tells KTVU he has no recollection of what happened on Refugio Valley Road near Country Run back in April 2024. But on Friday, he filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against Hercules police.
I'm very frustrated, and also I've just seen this happen to other people when I looked into this, and I just really don't want this to happen to anybody else or me again.
Bruce says the last thing he remembers is going to his grandmother's house. He later learned he had suffered a seizure and rolled into a ditch. Witnesses stopped to help and found him slumped in the driver's seat, unresponsive and glistening with sweat. They told police he appeared to be having a seizure and removed his car keys. Officer Garcia reported what he saw.
He's conscious, breathing, looks like he's having a seizure. Doesn't smell like alcohol or anything like that. I don't see any drugs.
Despite recognizing the medical situation, the lawsuit says officers failed to follow protocol, choosing to yank him out instead of leaving him alone.
Now, I used to be a volunteer firefighter. First thing we learned was if someone's in an accident and there's no immediate danger to him, leave him there, watch him until the ambulance gets there. You never know what injury the guy could have.
When I viewed the footage, I was disturbed and I was saddened.
John Bruce is Jack's father, but he also has a unique vantage point. He's a senior inspector with the Contra Costa County DA's office, who previously served as a Richmond police officer for 27 years. He says the Hercules officers did not act in accordance with their training.
And if they had just given him time to recover from what was strictly a medical emergency, then I believe none of that would have happened.
Hercules officials said the city takes any allegation of excessive use of force seriously and is committed to following standard protocol in response to such allegations. Bruce's attorneys, Craig Peters and David Field, hope the lawsuit will force officers to properly respond to medical emergencies.
The officer's acting like a hammer and everything they see is a nail, right? There's only one way to approach a particular scene.
The treatment for a seizure is time. Monitor him for sure, but leave him in place and give him time to come back to his senses. That's all they needed to do.
Field says officers have been given specific information from witnesses and should not have interrogated Bruce given his condition.
To expect him to provide useful answers to a question about his medical history is obviously not reasonable.
So he tries to revive the driver.
Roger Clark is a use of force expert and Los Angeles Sheriff's veteran.
He inflicted the use of the taser, which is a significant and forbidden in this set of facts.
Bruce says he has since suffered 7 more seizures and is barred from driving.
Gives me a lot of fear that this could happen to anybody else, and it's just also a lot of overwhelming emotions of sadness and confusion.
The lawsuit names the city of Hercules and the 3 officers who were on the scene. Corporal Michael Thompson, who was heard on the body camera footage swearing at Bruce, has since been promoted to sergeant. Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
This is really bad. There was a lawsuit and investigation on the 3 cops that were there. But the worst is one of the cops got promoted before the investigation was over. So we have one of these tyrants that is now a sergeant. The suit alleges that the officer wrote an incident report that accused Bruce of attacking them and driving under the influence of drug, naming a sedative that was administered to him by paramedics. And it alleges that Chief Vasquez instructed them via email to accuse Bruce of domestic violence. So they give him a drug, they test him for drugs, and charge him for having that drug in his system. These pigs are really incompetent. His mother, Darla Bruce, whose father used to be a Hercules mayor years ago, said the last one was in January when her son fell in the tub. She called 911 for help, and when the police showed up first, she refused to let them see her son. I don't blame her. What will they do? Tase him in the tub? For now, the investigation and the lawsuit seems to be ongoing. Now, in this state, there is a law that protects police officers' privacy, even if they are public servants. So if these cops got anything or were charged with anything, it would not be released to the public. That is the dumbest crap I ever heard. They work for the public. What do you think of this? Let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, and check out my Patreon where for $1 a month you can get my videos a week in advance with other perks coming. Thank you.